Hey, it's me, Rishikesh Kannan, popularly known as Rishi K. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon now to get the latest videos and get taken into a world of entertainment, culture, sport, business, and current affairs.
Beautiful, that's in the moment. I know Vijay and you are best mates, Vijay Deverakonda and you. Do you tease each other often? Like he'll say, oh, you're with that actor, or you're with that, or you tease him and say, oh, you know, that girl.
No, I think again we have like a very respectful sort of a relationship.
No, but best friends do that. They always
Teasing wala thing, we're not those kind of people. We're just like, okay, what is up? Okay, what is...
what's up, bro?
Yeah. What is working? What is happening in the set? Okay, how are you doing your lines? Because of course we've done 2 films together and we as actors also have grown so much that now, because currently we're not doing any film together, so constantly both of us are like, okay, what is happening in your set? What is happening in your set? How do you do the scene? If you were in this situation, what would you do? Our conversations are like that.
From me, Hrishi and everybody who's watching, listening, the lovely Rashmika is here. Great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. How have you been?
It's been hectic. Not as hectic as your life is. But my secret wish is someday you just move to Bombay and you start making this your base and do lots and lots of films here. I'm going to get lots of trolls from your South Indian fans. But I mean, in a lot of ways, Bombay should feel like home.
Child.
Huh?
I'm a nation's child.
Nation's crush is the word. Nation's crush is the word.
I'm everywhere. I need to be everywhere.
You should. But in a lot of ways, Bombay must feel like home. You know, they always talk about the culture of the city in terms of, you know, women power, emancipation, freedom. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Goodbye is, to me, a special film because it's your debut and we also see you with Mr. Bachchan. Was it just a Mr. Bachchan yes, or did Vikas send you the script and you read through it?
Vikas sent me the script and then I got to know it was Mr. Bachchan. They were like, no, we can't reveal the cast, we can't reveal the cast. And I was like, okay, the script is amazing. So now at least tell me. And then he was like, Mr. Bachchan. And I was like, did I hear that right? What is happening? But yeah. And if I'd known it was Mr. Bachchan, then...
Then it would have been a yes, said Mr. Bachchan. Yeah. At one point in the trailer, it says very clearly that you have a scientific bent of mind, a rational bent of mind. Does that mean you play somebody who's in the sciences?
I'm a lawyer.
Wow.
in this film, and for me every logical reasoning is important. So for me everything is like, why are you believing in that? Why are you believing ki okay atma kauwe mein hota hai? It's why all that? It's who's told you? Is there a scientific reasoning for it? And they're like, no, this is only our belief. And she's like, no, it's not our logic, so I won't believe it. She's that person. She's a very logical, reasoning, headstrong, always like disagreeing and all of that.
So there are right brain thinkers and left brain thinkers. Right brain thinkers are the ones, you know, there's the rational approach and there's the emotional approach. And there are people who have bits of both. What would you call yourself?
Emotional.
Join the boat.
Yeah. I'm definitely the emotional one, because anyone tells no, there's no logic and all of that. No, even if I want any logical explanation, they'll be like, listen, I'll be like, okay, chalo, fida. It's okay, you do whatever you want. I'm a very emotional person.
The film talks about loss, and loss is a very heavy thing. I was reading somewhere, you know, that you lose somebody and suddenly you become very spiritual, dharmic, saying everybody has to go away at one point in time, and then human beings come back to normal again after some point in time. If only we understood the gravitas of life. And in that aspect, how normally do you deal with loss? Are you good? Do you bounce back quickly? Do you wallow in it quickly? Any kind of loss. It could be the loss of a person. It could be the loss of a pet. It could be the loss of your heart, anything.
I think, what if we think about loss and realize that while we have everything that we have, then make the best use of it. I'm not even kidding you. This might sound like something which I'm just saying it as sake of saying it, but I've genuinely started living in a matter where I make memories every day, and I'm super grateful for the people who I have right now in my life. And I'm that person. I'm like, okay, nothing is going to be forever. I know it. But while I have it, make the best of it. I'm living at that moment right now. And for me as a person, do I dwell in someone or something loss? Yes. Like it gets really heavy on my heart. I can't take it. But at the same time, I'm this person who will look at the positive of it as much as I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much do material things matter to you? I mean, you started off when you were 19 or 18 or something like that. I can't even imagine if I had started off in college or just after 12th standard.
Hey, it took me a while to.
Yeah, you need the maturity.
And finally make it here, na? My God. Like, I must say, like, I had to really work hard.
You did. Because I've noticed when.
To me?
Yeah. I mean, I accepted you the moment I saw you, but I'm just saying. But it's not easy, Rashmika, because, when you're young, you like the things money can buy. You buy these wonderful outfits and this and that. And then you love the profession. And then you grow to love it at a deeper level. So how have you matured in that aspect? I mean, we all love money. We all love fame. But how much of it is the art right now? And how much of it is the money and the fame? Or is it only the art now?
For me, I've realized that as a girl itself, I've been very economical person. I don't like buying unnecessary stuff. I don't like having excessive luxury. I'm like, okay, I need 4 wheels to get me from here to here. So the second my assistant or someone is like, ma'am, this car is really nice to sit in, and yada, yada, yada. Then I'll be like, okay, what do you think we should buy? Okay, we should buy this. Okay, fine, let's buy this. But me as a person, I'm like, I need 4 wheels to get me from here to here. I need one roof under my, above my head. So I'm that person. I'm very minimal. Even when I go back home, my mom is like, no, you should have this. You should, buy this product, or you should have this watch, it's and the shoes. I'm like, Ma, doesn't matter. Like, let me secure my life for the years to come, because maybe tomorrow nobody will give me a job, and maybe something like, what if that situation, that situation, I'll always calculate, recalculate, multi-calculate, and then take a call. So I want to secure my life for my kids also, for a long time. And then after that, if I'm able to make the excess money, then I will probably use it for my, I don't know, materialistic stuff maybe.
What a beautiful answer. My dad always tells me that even if you become wealthy and rich, you should have a middle class mentality.
Oh, that is exactly me. Oh my God.
You should stay middle class.
Mentality. And how? I'll be like, okay, now clean this. Okay, this house is not. Okay, this I have to do. Okay, don't throw away your clothes. Even if the torn clothes are there, use it for wiping. And that mentality.
Amit's a friend of mine, and I told Trivedi, I said, this is so beautiful, this soundtrack. Because, it's slice of life. It's got some dance and EMD in the Hick song. It's got a wonderful, very spiritual kind of ballad. Chand Pardeshi is there. You must have really enjoyed dancing to the Hick song. Are you a shots person or a wine person? There are people who do slow sipping, and there are people,
Like, for me, it's like,
you don't like the taste of it?
Yeah, I don't like the taste of it only. If you have it, you have to get high. Otherwise, don't have it only. I don't enjoy it at all. So, I too am blessed with good music in my career. Thank God. Thank you, God. But I think what Sir has created with Goodbye is stunning, amazing. Because from Mahakal's song to Hick and Channa Pardesi, it's like every song is giving out a different vibe, and song can be nice, but a good vibe is difficult. And what he's done with this film, everything is giving a different emotion to people who are listening to it, and it's just amazing. For me, the most important USP of the film would be the song or the music.
I'm talking about the Hickok song because you feature in it. I mean, it's just your song. And to me, the movement doesn't even look choreographed. It looks as though just a young girl having a great time at the club. It looks so unchoreographed. Did you ever party as a college kid or, never did?
No.
Wow.
So, funny thing is, I haven't attended like a normal college like raving parties hardly ever because I started working too early, na. So I had this responsibility. Imagine I was an actor and they found me in one raving party raving like this. They'd be like, full trolling would have happened. So I was very conscious ki, okay, bhai, like I don't want to be a negative influence on anyone or anything. So I was always like this person who's working, going to college, coming back, working out, yada, yada. So when Hick song happened, I was like, so this is how it
live vicariously through your films.
And also Vijay Master was there and he sort of like, choreographed it, but he was also saying ki even if we choreograph it, you have to make it look very natural. I like, okay, full, bam, 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 bam. But I had fun.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
And I remember that day only, Vikas sir fed me 2 burgers. And I ate the whole 2 burgers. That on the song show.
None of that burger, not even the lettuce in the burger shows on you. You obviously have great metabolism, or I don't know what you do. Yoga, Pilates, what do? You do weight train?
Weight train, cardio. Oh, work too hard. I'm like, I work so much. This body is like nothing for that work I do. But I also balance because I eat and I work. I work to eat.
Inspirational. The only 6-pack I know is a 6-pack of what, Just show your tattoo now. I love it. Irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Did you get that done consciously, on a whim? Think about it, because I have friends who overthink their tattoos and I have friends who just do it on an impulse. Partying in Goa, let's do it.
No, this was a thought one. Thought.
Very
yeah. It's so like it's okay. No, I'll tell you that later off camera.
That's not fair. You can't give me a teasing little bit and then go, yeah.
No, but this was a thought one, and of course it was that moment when you're like 16, 17 and one boy comes to you and they're like, oh, you girls can't take the pain and all of that, and you're like, I'll show you what I can do and all of that, and you're thinking of something and you're like, okay, so this word resonates with me the most. Okay, fine, get it done. It was that story.
And you are irreplaceable in your fans' lives, in your life. You mean in your own life?
No, yeah. I believe like all of us are irreplaceable to another, because imagine your family, like your parents, like other than you, they can no one can be you to them. You're irreplaceable to them. So to my parents, I'm irreplaceable. So I'm like, everyone's life you've made an impact and you're irreplaceable in their eyes.
Wow. I'm going to remember that each time when we have conversations at work where people say, Zyada nakhre mat kar, you're replaceable. That's a lovely, lovely thought. The thing about Neena Gupta is, I mean, I just recently did an interview with her and Masaba, the mother and daughter. She just flows. It's probably the life that she's lived. And she's so self-deprecating. She loves cracking jokes on herself. Yeah. It must be very de-stressing to be with a person like that on the set.
It was truly comfort, like not stressful at all. It was really nice. And I was promoting yesterday with ma'am and I was just looking at her and I was like, it's been amazing with you. Like, of course, it's not something I'll go and tell into her eyes and be like that. But yeah, she's just been amazing. She's an amazing woman. And of course, Masaba ma'am also, I've met her once and she's also stunning. And it's just good energy though they have, I'm happy to have worked with her.
Have you seen and appreciated Vikas's films? Like I loved Super 30. Any film that you really appreciated?
Queen. Loved.
And it's a woman's film, no, all the way. Yeah. Every character, whether it's Kangana, even Lisa's character, everybody's character.
Amazing. And he's that person. He's that free. he's that respectful, he's that easygoing person, and that comes out in his films. When it's a film like this, of course.
Is it a spoiler why there's a Sardar in the family? You can't, if it's a spoiler, don't tell me. But I find it beautifully secular that, there's one Sardar and then there's Pavel and this and that. So do the family members and their spouses also meet? Is that how it happens in Goodbye?
Sort of, I think Goodbye has touched a family in a way that, okay, they have kids and they wanted to adopt another kid. So they adopted a kid, and then, someone who's come to work with them, they've made them their child. So, yeah, it's just like a very accepting, normal family is Goodbye family. I think, I don't know how much of it I can say out, because
that's fine.
Because I'm like a director's or my producer's baby, but
fair enough. I appreciate that. The thing with Mr. Bachchan is his dialogue delivery is so good. Everybody will talk about the imposing presence and this and that when he walks in. But as far as dialogues is concerned, he's such a stickler. You'll see him read, you'll see him underline. I've been on sets and this and like that. And sometimes you've got to match up. Your memory is obviously good because you worked across languages. Did you have to prep that little extra for those scenes with the great man?
As in, I did the same thing that I do in all my films. I kept it as original as possible, because when you overdo it, you will mess it up, and that becomes a drama. This I've realized because I used to do it in my previous films. When I first started my Kannada film or first did my Telugu film, I'd over-rehearse, and in front of the camera, I'd go like, mum. It used to always happen. So here I kept it very organic. I was like, okay, even of course I know Hindi. It's not like I'm extremely blank about the language, like how I was with Telugu. So here I was like, okay, this is what it is. This is the scene. And for the first time, I think Goodbye was the first film where I was rehearsing with my co-actors. Yes. This rehearsal thing was very new to me. We wouldn't really do it in the South as much. So, rehearsals happen. We would constantly keep, rehearsing our lines, and sir would like it if we rehearsed more and all of that. And the take would just flow like that. From action to cut, you don't even remember what happened. You're just you're just doing your acting and everything, and khatam. That's it. And sir would be like, yeah, this is okay, take. So, because I'm a very expressive person, I'm like, hey, I'm saying this, no, and all of that. And I used to do it in front of Bachchan sir, and imagine the personality that he has. I'm like, how did I even do this? What happened to me? I don't even recognize what happened to me.
You were so in the moment that it was like a trance. You just got through it. That's lovely.
I've just gone through it. I don't remember anything between an action.
Beautiful. That's in the moment. I know Vijay and you are best mates, Vijay Deverakonda and you. Do you tease each other often? He'll say, oh, you're with that actor, or you're with that, or you tease him and say, oh, that girl.
No, I think again we have a very respectful sort of a relationship.
No, but best friends do that. They always
teasing wala thing, we're not those kind of people. We're just like, okay, what is up? Okay, what's
up, bro?
Yeah. What is working? What is happening in the set? Okay, how are you doing your lines? Because of course we've done 2 films together, and we as actors also have grown so much that now, because currently we're not doing any film together, so constantly both of us are like, okay, what is happening in your set? What is happening in your set? How do you do the scene? If you were in this situation, what would you do? Our conversations are like that.
And of course about contracts and business and things like that. It's also an important part of business, yeah?
That we don't go.
And of course that you're both national crushes. The number of guys who are crazy about you, the number of girls who are crazy about you.
We don't talk about contracts and national crushes and all of that, no.
Listen, Diwali is just coming up. How do the Mandannas celebrate Diwali? Do you do a little bit of a puja, an aarti? Like in the north, there's a shagun. You don't have to gamble, but some people play cards. How is it in your house?
I would love to do that. Yeah, I love playing.
I'd win.
I'd win. But, we coorgis don't celebrate Diwali. So I've started celebrating Diwali now because of, like my mom says, you're the nation's child. Now I've started celebrating Diwali, but as Coorgis, we wouldn't celebrate Diwali. And because we have a different festival called Kailpod. Kailpod is where you, do puja for your cars. And in Coorg, it's like every family has their own weapon, because we were like hunters and warriors and all of that. So it's like sort of like passed down from generations. So we do pujas to the weapons and all of that. That's our culture. That's our tradition.
How beautiful. A travel destination you went to that you just found unforgettable?
All the solo trips that I've done.
Like which place was the last one which was really amazing?
Paris.
You just backpacked through the most romantic city in the world alone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Take a cruise on the River Seine, go up into the Eiffel.
Eiffel, no. Just walking, so much of walking.
People watching in
8-9
cafes.
hours of walking. Just sit in all these, and the bakery and the croissant. Oh my God, like this. Oh,
Not a museum person? Didn't you go to the Louvre?
art.
You went to the Louvre, the museum?
No, but I'm an art person. So I had this friend of mine who had taken me around to look at different art and everything. And that's when I found out that I was into art. Because I just find myself staring into an art like some 10-15 minutes, and he had to nudge me to, get me out of there. But
You have to make another trip just to go and see the Mona Lisa to Paris. You have to. Only Paris, or will you go to Nice and Tuscany and
no,
in
because
Italy
I was
and things
traveling
like that?
solo, I like to do like just one place, one city at a time. So on that, yeah.
I can picture lots of boys coming up with Parisian cafes while you're eating a croissant alone and trying to make a conversation.
Ooh.
Your answer says it all.
Fancy. No, nobody tried. Nobody tried. And
Rubbish. You're just being modest. Rashmika is in Goodbye. It stars Mr. Bachchan, Neena Gupta, her. It's directed by Vikas Bahl. Please go give it a lot of love. And Amit Trivedi's soundtrack is just rocking and rolling it. Please go to the Z Music Company YouTube channel. Enjoy that. Thank you very much for your time.
thank you so much for making your time.